Hello adventurers, it's your man Zero here. Guys, we got a ton of information about the week 2 events that are happening in just a few days. Let's hop in, watch some videos on X, as well as go over some in-game announcements. Alright guys, so you've probably already seen the video that has been circulated to the internet from Square Enix regarding the updates that are going to be happening. We'll hop into those later because they do give us some really cool graphics about the dual summon that's coming. But for now, let's hop into the in-game notices and go over that first. So here we actually do see all three of the new information that has dropped. We have the max level of weapons increased from 90 to 120, which is a huge deal. It's going to be including 5 new material types. So what we're going to see is 2 new types of nanopods and 2 new types of cubes, as well as 1 new mithril ore kind of type, which is going to kind of replace mithril ore at that 120 marker. So in order to get from 110 to 120, you're going to be using mithril ignite. So super exciting to see the weapons going to be increasing all the way. This is going to be starting as of the 13th, so just in a few days from now. I am really looking forward to it. The question is what we're going to be able to see in terms of stats upgrade, right? So I personally think that we're going to end up seeing maybe an increase to each materia slot. So, you know, let's just say the slot was an additional 20% damage to physical damage. Well, maybe that slot now goes to 30% damage for every single level, right? So once we go from 90 to 100, maybe one of those slots gets upgraded. When we go from 100 to 110, another, and finally at 110 to 120, the third and final slot gets upgraded, as well as some raw stat increases and some R ability increases as well. Super exciting to see this improvement. The actual access to the mithril ignite is questionable. I personally do think it's going to come to our co-op shops, just like how mithril ore was previously. So once a month we're going to be able to see the ignite show up there and you can go and purchase them. As well as I do think that they're going to start to really push a new shop toward us as guilds are showing up, because we do have some inkling that week 7 is going to be guilds. So if guilds show up, I would not be surprised if there's a guild shop, and within that guild shop, for guild currency that you gain from completing missions for the guild, you get ignites in there as well. So you'll be able to get, let's just say 10 per month from the co-op shop, as well as maybe 10 per month from the guild shop. And I do think that they're going to keep consistent with 30. So 30 of the material in each upgrade tier. So keep that in mind. Next up, we have the double summon for Ifrit and Bahamut. So this one does look like it's going to be a brand new summon. So it's going to be something that you have to grind just from scratch. So there's going to be missions involved in that, which is going to be pretty good. I mean, that's going to be some crystals that we can get, as well as maybe some new gear, new weapons that we're going to be dropping with that. You know, here's hoping for another Ifrit weapon and another Bahamut weapon that we can farm and get to 120, right? So that'll be pretty good. Hopefully those weapons are pretty solid. Not sure what the difficulty is going to be in this, because, you know, Ifrit was rather easy now, and of course Bahamut is rather difficult now. So maybe this will be kind of like in that middle area that we can complete it with, you know, just some raw stats and not as much technicality, because the Bahamut run is very technical. And we got our dungeon rankings, guys. So we do have a confirmation that a dungeon ranking is coming soon. This is going to be a wind event, guys. So we can go down here, you can see wind element is going to be the effective one, which makes sense because we of course got Yuffie with her serving tray, we got Aerith with her floral wand, and this is exactly the kind of thing that they have been doing. The dungeons have always been about like 1 or 2 banners behind where we are currently for the element that we want to be utilizing. So definitely interesting to see what's going to happen here with this dungeon. We do see the mithril ore in here, and I would not be surprised if they give us an ignite in here somewhere. It doesn't state it here in terms of rewards, but I would not be surprised at all. Yeah, no mention, but yeah, if you did S plus, I wouldn't be surprised if you got like 5 ignites. Because I do think that that's where we were getting a lot of our ore from, right? Is from either the dungeon rankings or just dungeon runs. And I would not be surprised if there's a complete kind of mimicking of our previous style of gardening ore with ignites. Right, so now let's go hop into that video, because I do want to show that really cool graphic that they have for Ifrit and Bahamut. So let's switch screens now and take a look at that. All right, so here we are. Yeah, it's a 7-week long limited campaign. So this is going to be week 2 of the 7. And it's pretty interesting to see what we're going to be getting here. We did, of course, go over a lot of it. So now this is just pretty much just graphics, right? So first they're going to announce the Ifrit summons. So here we are. We got our beautiful Ifrit, and we have our Bahamut, both in tandem, and they are going to be together. Also, the max level increase, and they're going to show us the materials here. So these are the materials. So I'm just going to pause it here really quickly. And so you can see the 2 new pods, 2 new cubes. I do think that these are going to be grindable materials. So level from, there's going to be 2 walls, right? So there's going to be a wall from 80 to 90, which is going to be our ore. Then we're going to be able to grind those weapons up to 110. And there'll be another wall, of course, to getting it from 110 to 120 using the Ignot. Okay, let's keep going here. Yep, double summon launch event. Okay, we're going to get an additional 3,000 crystals for completing the missions. I do think that we're going to end up seeing 3,000 crystals in each one of these weeks, which will give us approximately 16,000 overall crystals for the week 2 to 7, and that is a good amount of chunk of change that we can utilize towards getting Sephiroth and Cloud weapons or outfits, as well as Zack and Glenn's, if that's your appetite. We got new increase in rates, so upgrade percentage chance and material drops, the overall information here. So we get a 5% 5-star guarantee ticket. That was the one time, I believe. And yeah, I am enjoying the anniversary. Thank you so much, guys. All right, so let's hop back in here and we can actually see the event information for the dungeon ranking here. It starts on the same day. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. we are going to 6 p.m. It says 7 p.m. now because of course the time change. Oh man, hope that didn't mess you up as it messed up us at home here. It really messed us up. So remember, guys, it's a win event, so start building your win teams and get prepared to take on this dungeon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Be well, adventurers. Take care.